such an essential part to your growth. Why is personal development even more important when you're a creative lady? Keep on watching and I'll share with you not only why personal development is essential to your creativity, but also 3 solid tips on how you can improve your personal development practice today. The Creator Lady, and welcome to my channel. In this channel, you can expect self-improvement tips and motivation for creative women who wish to live the creative dreams. Personal development, what it means is how you become relevant to the world around you. How you become more of yourself as you learn, create, and challenge yourself to become more of yourself. But why is it so important to become more of ourselves as creative women and creative people in general? Well, I would like to give you a quote from a book I've been reading recently called Real Artists Don't Starve. I'll leave a link in the comments on where you can find the book on Amazon. Here is the quote. We cannot create art without continuing to create ourselves. Well, we're like pieces of art. We are meant to grow, to change, and to develop into even our better selves as we continue to live in this lifetime. And what's really important to acknowledge that you have a diamond inside of you. And what does a diamond have? Diamonds have multi-facets to them. Each facet is just as precious. And when we choose to live our creative calling, we are pushing and pressing and striving to let each facet show off. And the more of these facets you show off to the world and show off to the people around you, the more you're going to feel happy, and you're also going to attract good vibes in your life. Isn't it such a mysterious feeling when you meet someone who's super authentic or even watch a video of someone who's super authentic and you just feel so energized by that authenticity? There's this thing that we just know inside of us that when we meet someone who's so true to themselves, we feel immediately energized, and we also feel inspired to also reflect that authenticity right back at them. So how do you do this? 3 tips. Tip number 1, seriously get organized and find buckets of time to do your creative endeavors throughout your days. Consistency is literally one of the best ways to grow as a person. The more consistent you are, the more you're going to produce, and the more you're going to find new things about yourself, and then you're going to have more to share to other people. Now, being organized is very hard. I can also say this for myself. How I stay organized is I keep a bullet journal, and in this journal, I seriously write to-do lists every single day on how I stay organized, and I don't forget anything. And even if I do forget something, I write it down. And when I examine my days, I realize what I could have done better and what I could have done to been more productive throughout my day. I write these notes down in my bullet journal, and you see, even if you make even 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time on your creative endeavor in a single day, and you do this consistently, you're going to see change, and you're going to see brand new perspectives that you've probably been waiting for to push yourself even further and grow into your most beautiful self. Tip number 2, give yourself permission to absorb content that pertains to what you wish to do. What I mean by this is, very similar to the last tip about being too busy, also give yourself permission to absorb content that inspires you and gives you energy and gives you new ideas. Because one of the ways that we can learn is actually from other people, from books, from videos, from even some TV shows. There are many ways to consume content in a very productive way that actually gives you more ideas, more inspiration, and actually you start learning more about yourself as well. I can give an example of this. Sometimes my way of consuming is to play video games, and when I play video games, the thing is, I'm just getting lost in the game, and I actually come up with really cool ideas while I'm getting lost in that video game. Because the video games, if you really think about it, it's like there are challenges, but there's like some method to those challenges, and you're just trying to solve the puzzle. I have a video game for my Nintendo Switch. It's called My Hero Academia. I don't know if anyone watches that anime, but I have the fighting game from My Hero Academia, and it's a fighting game. And as a fighting game, you have to learn the moves, and you have to learn how to defeat your opponent, and you have to find your opponent's weaknesses so you know like which of movements it defeats your opponent. Now, when I do this, I'm actually thinking very methodically, and I'm thinking about like how to best beat my opponent when I'm playing. But in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I'm actually letting go a lot of stuff that I was dealing with on that day. And after, like, it either happens while I'm playing or after I finish my playing session, I come up with a lot of new ideas and new perspectives of how I see myself and how I see the things that I want to do, or even come up with new video ideas and everything I want to try. So it's really essential to give yourself moments, and actually give yourself moments that you scheduled yourself, or moments that you allowed yourself to do so. One way that I've been able to do this is actually to schedule like maybe an hour or two on the weekends just to play. Just play. Just play. And then when I do that, I'm like, oh my god, I have so many ideas now. And it's just a wonderful feeling, and I feel like I'm like going through that flow state. And it's really important whenever you possibly can when you are enjoying your creative endeavors. And when I consume, I feel pumped and ready to start something new or start my new journey of anything that I'm working on. Right now I'm working on the YouTube videos, so of course like new ideas pop up, I write my scripts. So it's really fun to really feel that burst of energy whenever it comes, and it comes pretty frequently because I give myself permission to consume whenever I'm in a little bit of a funk. Alrighty, so these are my 3 tips, and I hope they're really helpful. Let me know in the comments if you use any of these tips to make yourself even better as a person or in general. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!